would like to welcome you to the 67th Annual Dyer County Fair and to our broadcast of the sights and the sounds of the 2014 Dyer County Fair with your hosts, Debbie Bradshaw Hart and Eric Maupin. Don't miss the crowning of the 2014 Miss Dyer County Fair, the truck and tractor pull, demolition derby, livestock shows, fun for the kids. And don't forget this year's Bigger and Better Midway featuring the Dixieland Carnival Company. Enjoy rides, games, pageants, exhibits, live music, pig races, and so much more at this year's fair. Now, to bring you up to date with what's going on at this year's fair, here's Debbie Bradshaw Hart and Eric Maupin.
Good evening and welcome to the 2014 Dyer County Fair. I'm Debbie Bradshaw Hart, and this year my co-host is the same guy it was last year, Eric Maupin, but now he is a big dog. He is the president of the Dyer County Fair.
Yes, I missed a meeting once, and the next meeting I was president. No,
That's
actually,
right.
It's been a true honor to be president this year of the
It's
Dyer County Fair
fun.
Association. We're just like a big family, and
We
that's
are.
the truth. We get along. We love what we do. We love bringing the fair to you, our viewers, and to the community in all of West Tennessee. So thank you for being here. It is Tuesday night at the Dyer County Fair. I am so excited. I mean, this has just been an absolute fair so far. We had opening ceremony last night, the truck and tractor pull.
Yes.
We have a new attraction, pig races. Folks, you've got to see it.
So cool. They're
Yes.
so cool, and these pigs actually swim through one of the little, I guess it's kind of a little triathlon for them.
That's right. We actually had a person call in yesterday and wanted to know, well, do we race the pigs? And so no, the pigs race themselves, but they also have added bonus attraction is Lucy, their pet pig.
All
and
right.
She does all sorts of tricks, wears a tutu, dances around, all sorts of stuff.
Sounds cute. Sounds really cute. Of course, this year we have a new midway that's Dixieland Carnival Company out of Phoenix City, Alabama. They are great. They're doing a wonderful job for us. Billy Tucker and his wife Stacy, as somebody told me, is I've been traveling across the state. They appeared at another local fair, a couple of counties over, and they said Billy drives the front truck, Stacy drives the back truck. So when they come in here, they have got it going on.
Yes, and hopefully we'll
They
have
do.
footage of them and kind of interview them later on in the week and just kind of show you exactly who they are and what they do.
That's right. I think we have an interview with them at some point during the week. Also, they're going to showcase a new ride here at the Dyer County Fair called The Experience. And I have seen it. I am not getting on it.
I'm not either.
Somebody-
Call me a chicken, but that's okay.
That's
I'm
all
not
right.
Getting on that
Cluck,
ride.
cluck. Exactly. But somebody said, well, what y'all need to do is somebody put on a GoPro. Now I thought, not I.
No, not me.
Maybe we could get somebody else to do that, though. That would be pretty
nice.
fun.
And we can put it on the air.
I know. Eddie Anderson.
That's it. It's a done deal. We'll
Eddie
try to get
Anderson.
that done and show it at one of the one night on TV.
That's right. Tonight we have the Tri-State Karaoke New Talent Showcase
Yes, that's a
starting
mouthful.
at 7 o'clock. It is a mouthful.
The title's a mouthful, but let me tell you, folks, it is unbelievable the amount of talent we have in West Tennessee and even Missouri and some of those other places that come over, and it will blow you away at how good some of these folks can sing.
It will, and you know, this year they are showcasing a local talent, Derek Wells.
Yes.
And he is really good. If you listen to some of the radio ads and things, they showcase him on some of the spots. He is really good. Come out and hear Derek play and sing, and he's awesome. So it's worth it just to come hear him. But then he may have a little competition with all these other people that are involved.
Well, and actually, I'll just be honest with you, it makes me mad. You know, I mean, I think everyone should either have good looks or a great talent, and I got neither.
And oh, sure you do. You're great with the crowd. Listen, last night, though, at the opening ceremonies, Eric did the greatest job, just like a pro. Are you going to run for public office?
No, well, not right now.
You need to.
Not right now.
Because you're good. You're quick on your feet. You're good. Of course, as I told you before you went up there, I said, Eric, it's going to be 110 degrees on that stage, and was it not?
It was. Well, actually, it was about 120.
120.
But I was counting.
But we had a great night last night at the opening ceremonies. We had lots of our elected officials come out.
Yes, we did.
And they were so nice to come out on a very hot night, of course, as it was, and we dedicated the fair book to Miss Becky Osment, who had worked here at the fair for several years. And I think they were talking about how she had even shown Tim years ago how to groom a cow.
Yes, I tell you, Miss Becky Osment, for those of us that knew her, she was just a wonderful person. And the reason the Dyer County Fair is one of the premier fairs in the state, and hopefully you can come down and visit us if you haven't already, is simply because of the community, the people that we have involved, the volunteers. We couldn't do this without a staff of people. Hundreds of people spend a lot of man hours out here getting this ready for you and wanting to make this fairgrounds actual showcase.
And it does not pay a whole lot.
No, it pays nothing.
It pays really nothing.
Well, it does.
It does.
When you get to see the joy
right
on
here.
the kids' faces, that's where it really matters. And you get to make memories that last a lifetime, and so that's why we do it.
That's exactly right. Tomorrow, of course, is Special Needs Day, and that's sponsored by Security Bank. And then we have beauty pageants tomorrow night. Of course, you know, a county fair, that's all about beauty pageants. We have them Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night. And then we'll, of course, have an interview with our Fairest of the Fair this year. And let's see, Thursday, Senior Citizens Day, sponsored by First Citizens National Bank. And who takes the stage Thursday night?
Thursday night. I'm telling you, Thursday is a wonderful day. And if you're a senior citizen, you must come down to the Dyer County Fair Thursday. We have all sorts of activities, everything from bingo. Meals are provided by First Citizens, who is the sponsor of the day. They cook sorghum the way they did years ago with the mule-drawn crusher that actually squeezes the juice out of the cane that was raised right here in Dyer County on a farm. And they cook it right in front of your eyes, and then you can walk right over to the pavilion, get you a biscuit. They pour sorghum molasses on it that was just made a few steps over, and you get to eat it right there. So I'm telling you, it's a treat to come to Senior Citizens Day.
It sure is. And then, of course, on Friday is our Kids Day, which is sponsored by Burke's Beverage here locally. Then on Friday night, we have the ERMCO Demolition Derby, followed by a new car giveaway, $1,000 to give away. I mean, we've got a big night on Friday night. Then on Saturday, we have the washer pitching contest, the pet show, we have the ATV, UTV mud bog, and then
Daryl Worley live in concert right here at the Dyer
Tennessee
County
guy.
Fair. I'm telling you, and he puts on one more show.
Yes, he does.
Folks, for the little amount of money it takes to get into the gate right here at the Dyer County Fair, Daryl Worley's worth it all. You have to come. Don't miss him. He'll be singing all of his #1 hits.
That's right. And also, it is a $5 gate. Where can you go in West Tennessee and hear a concert for $5?
That's right. You can't even hardly go to the church without paying $5 in gas.
That is true. That is very true. Well, anyway, we're having a great time here at the Dyer County Fair. Can't believe Tuesday's already rolling around, and by the next time we get up here and talk, it'll seem like Friday.
I know.
It will. Well, listen, we're going to take a break and see some of the footage that Paul and some of the guys have shot this week. They have been going all over these fairgrounds to bring you coverage of what's happening at the Dyer County Fair. Our job is just to show you what's going on, but not show you everything, because you have to come to the fair to find out.
The Dyer County Fair and Dixieland Carnival presents Our Freedom, Our Farmers, Our Fair. Dixieland Carnival opens at 5:30 on Labor Day. The Tri-State New Talent Showcase is Tuesday night, featuring Dyersburg's very own Derek Whale. Thursday night, National Bluegrass Banjo Champion Kurt Stevenson and Highway 51 take the stage. Daryl Worley takes the stage Saturday night at 8. For more details, visit our website at dyercountyfair.com. I want to thank you all for being here at the opening ceremonies. Our theme for this year is Our Freedom, Our Farmers, and Our Fair. And I truly believe with all my heart the reason that this great country, the United States of America, is so great is because of two things mainly. Number one, our men and women have fought so bravely throughout the years for our freedom and protecting what is morally right. And second of all, we have the most abundant, safest food in the world. So right now I would like to ask anyone that is a full-time farmer or has served at any point or is serving now in the military in any of the armed forces, would you please stand? Thank you so much for your service and what you do. Now, I have to say this, the third part of our theme is the fair. And I have my grandmother here tonight watching this. Granny, could you raise your hand? As a 5-year-old child, I didn't stay away from home very much, but I can remember at 5 was the first time my parents were going out of town, and I was going to spend the night with my grandmother for the first time. And so I went and I spent the night that night, but earlier that afternoon I was outside playing, and I ran inside, and my grandmother had some of her friends over, and they were playing cards. And I ran in and I said, Granny, I've got a pee-pee. Well, it embarrassed my grandmother, and she kind of pulled me over to the side and said, Eric, we don't need to say that again. You embarrassed Granny in front of her friends. From now on, if you have to do that, just come up to me and say, you have to whisper. Well, folks, I had a code word with my granny for the first time. I had to whisper 6 more times that afternoon, and it was amazing. But the most interesting thing was that night I was scared being away from home, and so I slept in the bed with Grandpa and Granny. I slept right in the middle, and in the middle of the night I woke up and I said, Granny, Granny, and Grandpa woke up and he said, son, what is it? I said, Grandpa, I've got a whisper. He said, that's all right, don't wake up your grandmother, just come on over here and whisper in Grandpa's ear. So that was a memory almost 35 years ago, and I still remember it to this day. And like that night, I spent the night with my grandmother. Each year of my life, the first week of September, I have come right here to the Dyer County Fair, even though it was at different locations, and I have made memories that would last a lifetime. See, it doesn't matter if you're young or old or wealthy or poor, urban or rural, we all have a common bond here at the Dyer County Fair. Whether it's winning a goldfish with a ping pong ball, a stuffed animal for your sweetheart, or winning grand champion with your art, craft, or animal. This fair is where memories are made. So let's take this week and make it no different than the 67 years before it, and remember those memories made in the past and strive to make new ones. This time I would like to ask Mr. Albert Folks to come forward and make a special presentation.
Hope I don't drop this year. Not bad, sure.
President Eric, when I got a call asking if I would make this presentation tonight, I was not only honored but flattered to be able to make a presentation on truly one of my best friends and one of the people that I admire so much in Becky Osmond. Jerry and I go back to the 3rd grade. We played football together in high school, and we went on numerous European vacations together, Jerry, Becky, Kay, and I. We had opportunities to not only ski together, but also travel together. In 1953, in November 1953, I was in school at Georgia Tech in Atlanta, and Jerry had been to the service and came back and was now a student at Duke University, which literally surprised every teacher in a high school that he could get in Duke University, but he did. He called me in November of 1953, and if you do a little subtraction, that was 61 years ago. Am I right, Jerry? 61 years ago. He asked me if I would honor him by being a groomsman in his wedding. I readily accepted. The main reason I accepted was I just wanted to just meet the girl that Jerry had fooled enough to accept an invitation for marriage. I could not believe, knowing Jerry as I did, that there was anybody in North Carolina that would be crazy enough to marry Jerry Osmond. Well, we went from Atlanta, a cousin of Jerry's and I that was a fraternity brother, and we drove up to Durham, North Carolina, and I had an opportunity for the first time to meet Rebecca Smith, who's known to you all as Becky Osmond. And I can remember so well walking into the room with Becky and her mother, and those of you who know Becky just know how she radiates, and she had the big grin on her face, the big smile, and the way I was accepted by Becky Osmond that day was just like we'd been friends since kindergarten days. And that's the Becky Osmond that most all of you all know. We have opportunities so oftentimes to meet people that have a great impact on our lives, and Becky was one of those that had a terrific impact on not only my life but all the lives of the people that she knew and that she worked with through the years. Becky has been involved in the fair from the very beginning. Kay and I were early on, but we burned out pretty quick. Becky kept going and has been active in the Fair Association ever since. I remember Becky telling me one thing when we got to Lexington, North Carolina, is where the wedding was, and Becky said her mother told her then, when you move over to that little old town in Tennessee called Dyer County, you join everything you can. You get involved in everything that you can get involved in because you want to make a home in that county. And she did. She was not only active in the fair, but she was active in the garden club during those years. She was a pink lady at the medical center, the hospital in Dyersburg. How she ever taught her son Tim to groom a cow, I'll never know. But she actually taught her children how to show cattle at the fair. She mentored kids in the school system. Very, very active member of the First United Methodist Church in Dyersburg. And through all of that, she still made dear, dear friends. And probably the closest friends that she made during all the years that she lived in Dyer County was a group of ladies that our friends and associates are called the Sewing Circle. Now that's a little misnomer. I think Polly's the only one, Polly White's the only one that had a needle, but they at least call themselves the Sewing Circle. There are 15 girls, 15 ladies in that Sewing Circle. And they've been in existence now for over 50 years. And it's quite a bond that they've established with each other. And those of us that were married to a member of the Sewing Circle were called the Auxiliary. And so we benefited from so many of the times. They have met every 2 weeks for the last 50 years. It's been a very special part of our life. And that Sewing Circle, interestingly, another interesting fact about Becky, the Sewing Circle is comprised of mostly Dyer County ladies. There are only 4, I believe: Polly White, Beverly McGee, Ida. I think you came into high school, did you, Ida? And who's the other one? Beverly and Ida, Polly and Becky. That's the 4th one. Those 4. But anytime there was a big discussion or big debate or a difference of opinions about some heritage of people in Dyersburg or Dyer County, the only person equipped to settle that would be Becky Osmond, because she knew so many people, so many families, so many children. So it's a terrific honor for me to be able to acknowledge tonight that the Dyer County Fair made such an outstanding choice this year in selecting my dear friend and a dear friend to so many folks here tonight, and certainly throughout Dyer County, Becky Osmond. And Jerry, the Fair Board would like to present you with a commemorative plaque with Becky's name on the bottom, just acknowledging that she's been selected as in the honor of the Dyer County Fair this year. Thank you very much. Here, Jerry, you get a thank
you. Thank you. They told me I wouldn't have to say anything, but after that, I feel like I need to defend myself a little bit. And Albert is right. You know, Becky's mother told us when we got married, she was an only child. Thank you. And you can imagine the trauma of her leaving her mother and daddy and coming across those mountains to Tennessee. And but her mother told her, says, wherever you light or wherever you're planted, I want you to bloom. And Becky did. She, you know, most people that we ran into wanted to know where she found me, because she was in Dyer County. I didn't know anybody in Dyer County. She knew everybody. But anyway, Eric, on behalf of all of our family, Alec and Julian, Tim and John and Mary, thank you so much, the entire fair board, for selecting Becky for this honor. It is quite some honor, and she would be humbled by it. I'll just take one more minute talking about this Dyer County Fair. In the 50s and 60s, there were a group of young farmers that decided that they weren't going to let Dyer County Fair close up, and it almost did back in the 50s. We had Mr. Charles Moore and one or two others, Mr. Vernon Henson, that kind of made up their mind that they would try their best to keep it open. And they contacted a few of these young farmers in Dyer County, and any of them that had a piece of equipment or a land scoop or plane or dirt, Jimmy, you remember all of them coming out here, and they built this fairground. And they were the ones that has been instrumental in keeping this fair going for all these years. It hadn't been the, Mayor, I'm sorry, but it hadn't been the merchants of Dyersburg that's done it as much as it has these young farmers in the agricultural community of Dyer County. And I think we ought to say all have a thank you for all the Dyer County farmers that are involved in keeping this fair open.
Eddie, I'll tell you something. Years ago when we started doing this, the color of our hair
years ago?
20-some, I think.
I've had gray hair a lot longer than that, Chuck.
Okay, I was going to say,
Yours has gotten gray.
Our hair has gotten gray, and another thing that normally happens, where's your glasses? We normally have, now that we get older, we have our glasses hanging on our shirt.
My glasses, they're down here with my my Sharpie and all my keys and everything else.
That is your fair necessity kit down there.
That's my belly pack. Yeah,
right.
That's my belly pack.
We're giving away a car this year. What do we got?
Well, we have a brand new 2014 Nissan Versa.
Okay.
And from Rick Hill Auto Sales, and some lucky person Friday night is going to take this brand new car, air conditioned, automatic, everything.
Noticed like 35 miles to the gallon.
Yeah, 35. If you drive right, 40.
Really?
Yeah. So you know, it's a great car. It's black. It's beautiful, shiny, and
somebody's gonna win it for free.
We're ready for somebody to win it, and all they have to do. There are merchants in town and industry that sponsors this car and help the fair buy the car to be given away Friday night at 10:30. And all they have to do is go to those people and get their tickets. A gate ticket doesn't get a chance at the car. You have to get it from these people that sponsor the car, and the chances of winning the car are really, really good.
All right, so you have few sponsors and only a few tickets, so the odds go up.
Odds go up, and like I say, the chances of winning the car are really good. Chances of winning the $1,000 a night that we give away are really good at the first of the week. More tickets get in the barrel toward the end, but we give that $1,000, and Friday night we will give $1,000 plus a new car away.
All right, let me ask you this: as far as the car is concerned, do you have to be present to win?
You must be present at the fair. But, you know, if you're not present at the fair, just look at all this you're going to miss. So, you know, I think it's an $8 admission Friday night, and you get to see a demolition derby. That's where these guys back into each other and ram each other and get out, and they throw their hat on the ground, and some of them have pulled their pants down, you know, they get on fire. They get so hot toward the demolition derby. But we got a demolition derby that night, and a talent show on the stage. Sorghum Valley is always open, Chuck, and it's the greatest place to me on the fairgrounds because it's an old 1900 town, and it'll take you back in time. And every now and then it's a good place to visit. Maybe not stay back in time, but really a good place to visit and remember what you did, or bring your kids or your grandkids and show them what Granddaddy, how he lived and how Grandma lived, and it's just a wonderful, wonderful thing. And then Senior Citizens Day, we just got all kind of events planned. We have got a new carnival. It's got one bad, and I'm telling you, bad ride, and that would be the Experience. And believe me, I haven't ridden it, but the ones that have ridden it, it is an experience to ride that thing. And it is a souped up, what was the big ride we had last year with the claw-looking things on it? But this spins and ducks and the freak out. This is a souped up freak out. So, you know, we might have to ride that sometime this week.
Well, if we do, that would be fine, but people are going to have to keep their distance back in case something comes protruding, if you catch my drift.
There is a line out away from it, and I will not say what that line is for, but you do stay back.
You do not want to get a shower near that ride, believe me.
Exactly right. And you don't want to eat a hot dog just before you get on. Eat a corn dog after you get off.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. Anyway, they're going to come in on Friday night to win this car. Go by the sponsors, get your ticket. You make sure that you do that. And you can go buy all of them. You ain't got to just see one. You can go buy all of them and get your tickets.
A ticket from all of them, or a couple of tickets from all of the sponsors of the car. And you have all fair week in order to get the tickets if you haven't done so. All the sponsors are in the State Gazette newspaper. At least I've seen it twice in the paper myself, the sponsors that do have the tickets. And so go get your tickets, put them in, there'll be a big barrel here that's got car drawing on it. You drop that big white ticket in there, and it could be you that drives away with a brand new Nissan that night.
All right, appreciate it, Eddie, and we're going to try to hook up with you again. We're going to talk a little bit in the future about the money giveaway. So hang loose, and we'll catch one of the busiest men out here.
We're going to ride some of these rides this week, old buddy. Let me tell you, this new carnival, Dixieland shows, I have never seen a show come in, and they came in and they hit the ground running. I'm telling you, they come in with those trucks, stop exactly where it was marked for their ride, and they hop out, jump out of the truck, and they don't walk, they run.
Wow.
So, you know, everything, they've all been inspected, they're put together, and just want you to come on out and have a big time. Tuesday, Wednesday nights are bargain nights, $10, pay one price. Tonight is the big tractor pull, so we don't want people to forget that.
All right, and also, too, they have got more kids' rides for younger kids this year than we've ever had at the Dyer County Fair.
We do not have the same measurement we've had in the past. If your little child or grandchild can sit up on their own. The rides run slow, and they will be able to ride a ride this year. So, yes, and we're so proud of that because in the past we have had a height disadvantage to some of the rides, and there is still a height disadvantage to some of the rides, but the rides are marked like red light, green light, and yellow light. So, you know, if it's mom and dad's there with the little ones, and if they think the little one can take the red, then they put them on the red. If they think they need to be the green or yellow, then they'll put them on those rides.
All right. I appreciate it, Mr. Eddie, and we're going to continue and enjoy everything. Oh, I've been asking everybody, what's your favorite fair food?
Oh, my favorite fair food is, I hope Ann's not listening, but the fiddlesticks.
Yeah.
Oh, they are so good. Yeah. And I know the combination to James Roy Pope's fiddlestick wagon.
Oh, you do?
So when he closes, I go get my fiddlestick.
There you go. All right. Thank you so much, Eddie. Appreciate all you do out here at the fair.
Thank you, Chuck. Appreciate y'all being here.
All right. And we'll continue with more.
Welcome back. Thank you for joining in with us. I've got Miss Debbie Bradshaw Hart with me, and let me tell you, we've been excited. We can smell the food, the funnel cakes, the steak and cheese, the pizza, all of that stuff in behind us. So if we get to talking really fast, that's why. We want to go get us some cotton candy and candy apples.
It's about time to eat supper.
That's right. It's Tuesday night here at the Dyer County Fair. If you haven't been yet, you don't know what you're missing. We've got a lot of neat stuff going on. First of all, I want to thank our sponsors. We have sponsors for every day. Monday was Jimmy Sanders. Today, Tuesday, is the Dyer County Chamber of Commerce, Dyersburg Dyer County Chamber of Commerce. And Wednesday night is Security Bank. Who else do we have?
First Citizens National Bank on Thursday. We have Burke's Beverage on Friday. And also Delta Autoplex on Saturday.
That's right. We are Pepsi Country. We mentioned on Friday Burke's Beverage. They are a big sponsor of the fair, and we want to thank them.
Yes, we do. Of course, we didn't mention this. Tonight is Pop Night, not to be confused with Soda Pop. It's Pay One Price Night. $10 gets you in the gauge. You can ride till 10:30 tonight and have a big time. And also Wednesday is Pop Night.
That's right. Don't get alarmed. I know if you heard that Tuesday night tonight and you're all upset because you missed it, nope, you get another chance tomorrow, Wednesday night. Pay one price. Ride all you want to ride.
That's right. Of course, we do have beauty pageants going on in the pig races that are so much fun. And, you know, like I said, they swim through the water and all that stuff.
Oh, that's right. And if you go right down the hill, we have cattle shows last night, tonight. Then we start in with the sheep, and then we end up with the market hog show. And we'll have a sale Thursday night with that where you can come and watch them auction off the animals. They'll auction off sheep, hogs, and cattle right there in the agricultural barn. So there's a lot to see for our urban neighbors that maybe your kids want to pet an animal. You can come down. There's a different animal down there every night.
That's right. Also, when you come to the Dyer County Fair, we are an agricultural fair. Go into the Family Living Center and see all of the exhibits that our exhibitors have entered this year. Also in the commercial building, I believe the building's full, isn't it?
Yes, the
building's full with all of our commercial exhibits, and of course the crop building where you take in crops on Monday.
The Sam Reed Agricultural Crops building has thousands upon thousands of soybeans, corn, cotton, every kind of vegetable gourd you could imagine is there. People grow it at home, they bring it in, and we judge it and compare it to their neighbors. So it's really neat to see that.
It is.
Everything from hay to shop work.
That's right. It's fun to see. And also Dixieland Carnival Company is here. And as we've told you in the past, the carnival is the front door to the fair. Once you get through the carnival, you go out through the fairgrounds. We have Sargum Valley. We have entertainment going on everywhere, the amphitheater, and then, like you say, the livestock shows. So, you know, come on out to the Dyer County Fair because we have something that's fun for everybody.
Yes, and we mentioned Darrell Worley on Saturday night, but don't forget, we have singing going on all over the fairgrounds all the time. Down in Sargum Valley, we have a back porch stage is what we call it. We also have an early 1900s style church, and there's people singing in it every night. And also on Thursday night at 7 o'clock, we have Highway 51 with Kurt Stevenson, who is the 2010 National bluegrass banjo player.
Awesome.
Right here on stage at the First Citizens Amphitheater, Highway 51 at 7 o'clock. So if you like bluegrass, make sure to come on down.
Thursday.
You will love them.
Yes, and I want to give a big shout out to Alan Hester. He did
Yes.
some pre-music prior to the opening ceremony Monday night. Awesome.
He did it. I didn't
He
even
did
know
an
he could
awesome
sing.
job. Yes, and he sings at the farmers market every Saturday.
Wow, I need
He
to go
does.
see
Plays
that.
the harmonica. He's very good.
He has a harmonica, plays the guitar, and sings, and it's just absolutely wonderful.
Yes,
so,
it is.
Yeah, he needs to go on the road.
He does. He's very, very good. Well, let's take another break, Eric, and show some footage. Like I said, we can stand here and talk to you all night about what's going on at the Dyer County Fair, but it's also fun to show you because these guys work really hard to bring you the things that are going on out here. So we'll be back in just a moment. Starting Labor Day, the Dyer County Fair and Dixieland Carnival presents Our Freedom, Our Farmers, Our Fair. Monday is the USA Pullers Truck and Tractor Pull at 7. Tuesday and Wednesday are pay one price night for $10. Wednesday is Special Needs Day, and Thursday is Senior Citizens Day. On Friday, it's the Armco Demolition Derby at 7, followed by our new car giveaway at 10:30. Saturday at 8, Darryl Worley takes the stage at the First Citizens Amphitheater. Food, fun, family, and friends. It's the Dyer County Fair.
Well, another busy person around here at the Bigger and Better Dyer County Fair for 2014 is Sandy Baker. We have to catch her when we can because the beef livestock is coming in at this very minute we speak, and we want to interrupt you for a minute just to basically find out what have you got going on this year.
All right. This is Monday of the Dyer County Fair, and on Monday this year we're going to show our Red Angus and Black Angus beef cattle. They will come in. We'll also do our junior market steer show starting at 5 tonight, and we'll have that show, which is part of the Thursday, the Dyer County Junior Livestock Show. Then today we will have the Red Angus and Black Angus cattle come in. We'll show little ones, we'll show bulls, we'll show all night. So come out and see us.
All right. Not only that, but what are you looking for as far as grades of cattle are concerned? These are, from local area farmers. What is it you're looking for in this?
Okay, when we look for I mentioned the market steer program, Chuck, and when we're doing that, we're looking for beef cattle that are ready to go to the rail. They are ready to become Kroger and Walmart meat. That's what you're looking at with that. On the registered program, with the registered heifers and bulls, you are looking for true cow style. You're looking for the best Red Angus cow. You're looking for the best Black Angus cow. And each cattle breed has their own style and their own characteristics that the judge will look for tonight.
Okay, how many judges do you have going through this?
We have one judge that will judge tonight and tomorrow night. His name is Aaron Williams. He's coming to us from Cesar, Illinois, and he is a registered Red Angus cattle breeder.
Okay, so not only that is going on, and of course this is Monday, and when you guys see this, this will have already taken place, but tomorrow in your world on Tuesday, what will be going on out here as far as, you mentioned Tuesday and Thursday, some other things will be going on. Share that with me.
Okay, tomorrow night, on Tuesday night, we will have our commercial heifer show. Again, these are market animals, so we're looking at these animals headed to the rail. Then we also have 4 breeding shows that will rotate tomorrow night. They will be our Charolais, our Hereford, our Shorthorn, and our AOBs.
Okay.
So that's our all other breeds cattle.
All right. Now, what about Thursday? You said something going on Thursday?
Oh, wait, I can't skip Wednesday now.
Okay, what's Wednesday? Bring me Wednesday.
Wednesday is going to be our registered and market hog show.
Oh, yeah.
That came back last year for the first time, and that is a huge day to get all those hogs in, and the judge will work through those. That judge's name is Daniel McDaniel, and he will be here to go sort through the hog classes. That's on Wednesday. On Thursday, we have our Dyer County Junior Livestock Show, and that is a huge show. That is the show where our students from Dyersburg and Dyer County that are in FFA or 4-H have gotten these market animals. They weighed them in June. They've worked them. They've fed them. They've bathed them. They've done all of the things, and they're ready to bring them to the fair. The fair, they will have those shows at 9, 11, and 1 on Thursday, and then our big night is our auction for all of those animals, where we ask all of our local sponsors to come in and bid on these students' animals. So that's a huge night.
Yeah, that sounds good. And of course, the students can reap a little from their from doing this and getting an getting a little taste of what it is going to be like for those. Most of the ones in FFA will end up with careers in agriculture, and as agriculture changes and technology changes and things of that nature, it gives them an opportunity to see how more about how that works.
Right. You're not, at that point, they see more about the total picture and not just raising an animal. They understand that there's the process of going to market and raising those animals to be market animals. They get to understand the bidding process of an auction. They get to understand that just basic cost of those animals, and hopefully they see a little change in their pocket when it's all over.
All right, that sounds wonderful, and I know you need to get back to work. Thank you so much, Sandy, for slowing down again. Yes.
Hey, Chuck.
What'd I forget?
You forgot Friday and Saturday.
Well, bring it on. Let's hear about it.
Friday night we have our Market Lamb show for all of West Tennessee animals to come in. That's always a great show. We'll do commercial ewes and market lambs. And then on Saturday we do breeding sheep, and you've got sheep, hairless sheep, curly sheep. You've got everything you want. So this barn is dancing all week.
Oh my goodness, you've got so much going on. You'll be here all week, and will Maggie be with you?
She'll be here for part of the week anyway.
Okay. What is your favorite part about this whole week?
The Dyer County Fair. You can't have a favorite part. You've got to love it all.
All right, let me ask you this then. What is your favorite food? I know there's a lot of grilling going on out here. I know that's tough.
I really like cotton candy.
Do you?
Uh-huh. And I really like funnel cakes.
There you go. You heard it first right here. Come on out and be a part of the 2014 Dyer County Fair. Thank you, Sandy.
Thank you, Chuck. Y'all come see us.
that being said, I think we've got a kid out here that does a really nice job. Keeps that head up, always has his feet set up. One piece of advice I give to all the kids is to kind of, when I come around to that rear, you get that animal's rear end sticking out a little bit, and I showed them how to do that with their show stick. But I think kids for their age are really advanced, so I'll go out and select your champion junior coming. Congratulations.
Wednesday is Special Needs Day at the Bigger and Better Dyer County Fair. Special needs kids ride free from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. and hot dogs and drinks will be served. The carnival opens at 5 p.m. where you pay one price and ride all the rides you want. That includes your admission. We'll have pig races, swine show, back porch stage with some great music, the Junior Preteen Miss Dyer County Fair, the Market Hog Show, the Preteen Miss Dyer County Fair, $1,000 cash drawing at 10:30. That's all at the Bigger and Better Dyer County Fair.
Is number 6, Miss Julie Kate Castellaw. Congratulations, Julie Kate. Our second maid, number 4, Miss Tori. It's Miss Tori Brooklyn Daniels. Our first maid tonight, number 3, Miss Ashton. Ashton Elizabeth Rice. In our 2014 Miss Dyer County Junior Fairest of the Fair is number 7, Miss Taylor Maldonado. Congratulations, girls. Miss Courtney Mompin. Courtney's the daughter of Mark and Amy Mompin. First maid tonight, number 4, Miss Molly Sanders. Molly is the daughter of Bart and Stephanie Sanders. Our 2014 Miss Dyer County Fairest of the Fair, number 1, Miss Serena Mosley. Serena is the daughter of Marcus Mosley and Selena Mosley. Congratulations, girls.
Welcome back to the Dyer County Fair here in Dyersburg, Tennessee. It's about time for us to wrap up for tonight because it's been a long day and a hot day and night.
Yes, I'm glad the sun finally went down. Now, I'm telling you, when you get out here after the sun's gone down, it's really nice. But when the sun's up and we're having to do manual labor, that's when it gets hot. That's right.
It is. It's a little hot. What's coming up tomorrow?
Tomorrow is Wednesday. Make sure to come down. It's Security Bank is a sponsor for Wednesday.
Right.
Thank you to Security Bank. Tomorrow night is pop night. Pay one price. Pay one price to get in the gate and ride all you want.
That's right. Special Needs Day starts tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. So please come out and hopefully that you'll enjoy that time out there. Security Bank provides hot dogs and hamburgers for all the kids. So it's a great day that we have with Security Bank.
It is a great day, and we have a lot of volunteers that come and help that day.
We do.
It is such a reward to see those kids. They just have a smile on their face. The Midway opens up the rides for the special needs, slows them down if they need to.
That's right.
Make sure all of those kids get to ride, and it's something the Fair and Security Bank wants to do for the community.
That's right. You know, one thing that that has changed this year with the new carnival is that they have rides, I believe, for all ages.
All ages.
36 inches and under even.
Right.
Now, of course, if you have a baby in arms, that's not going to happen.
Well, they said
Can't do that.
They're going to let you ride if your child, even if some of the rides they'll let the parents hold the baby if the parents want to. Of course, at that point they take on the liability.
That's right.
But the Midway has been wonderful to work with. We sure hated to see Myers Entertainment retire. But Dixieland has been an excellent, excellent Midway to work with, and we really like them.
Yes, we do. Thursday, of course, is Senior Citizens Day. It starts at 9 o'clock, and First Citizens provides grilled hamburgers for all the senior citizens, and I'm almost there. Probably am.
No,
we're not gonna go there. Why did I bring that up?
You're not even close. You're not even close.
Not even close. Kid at Heart.
That's right.
That is Kid at Heart Day.
And I'm going to see exactly how many rides you will ride this year,
well,
Debbie. She's a kid at heart. We're going to find out for sure.
I like watching everybody. Just watching them and going, oh, I remember when I used to do that.
That's right.
Exactly. On Thursday night, we have a concert in the amphitheater with the National Bluegrass Banjo player Kurt Stevenson. He is awesome. The people who are playing with him, I have not heard them yet.
Oh, they're great.
Are they?
They are wonderful. And the harmony is unreal. I mean, I don't know of anyone that just really can say, I don't like bluegrass that has been live in concert. These guys, the harmony is wonderful. They all play stringed instruments, and so it's really, really neat to see. So come on down, 7 o'clock, Highway 51 on the main stage at the First Citizens Amphitheater.
Exactly. Friday?
Friday. Burke's Beverage is the sponsor. We've got all kind of stuff going on for Kids Day. So if you have kids or you're a kid at heart,
there you
come on down. You'll love Friday at the Dyer County Fair for Kids Day. Also, I want to mention one thing. We have all kind of shows, and I may have already mentioned this tonight, but we even have goat shows, sheep shows, all of that going on throughout the week at the same time. Woolly Woolies.
Woolly Woolies, that's cute.
If you don't know
they're
what that
going to be
is,
hot this year.
Yes.
They're going to be hot.
They not only show off the lamb that they have, but they have matching outfits.
Right.
And they're wearing wool that they've made or purchased. And a lot of times they'll dress up and they'll be leading a lamb that's dressed up in the same outfit. So
One
it's
of the
really
cutest
neat
shows
to see.
that we have, it really is. And then, of course, Friday night, another big night here at the Dyer County Fair. We have the ERMCO Demolition Derby starting at 7. Then we have the new car giveaway at 10:30 and also $1,000.
Where else can you come to the fair and enter in a chance automatically if you have a ticket?
That's right. You have
to
win
a car. We're giving a car away on Friday night, and then Saturday night, pay $5 to get in, and you're going to see a live concert with Daryl Worley.
That's right. Also at 7 o'clock on Saturday nights, the ATV UTV Mud Bog, and we have some help coming from Outer Limit Power Sports and also Bikini Bottoms here in Dyer County. And at the end of it, when they all get through, they let those kids go out there and they spray them all down with water, and they have a big time.
Yeah, so you might want to bring the kids an extra set of clothes.
You might do that.
Or they'll be muddy for the rest. They won't mind, I promise, even if you don't. They'll have a good time, and they'll just walk around the fair muddy and wet.
That's right. They'll have fun. Well, we're so glad that you joined us tonight. And like we say, this is just for you to know kind of what's going on, give you a rundown of what's happening at the Dyer County Fair. And come on out. Tomorrow night, pay one price night, $10.
Oh, it'll be a lot of fun. Ride all the rides you want to ride. And it's worth $10 just to get in and see all the other things that we have to offer.
That's right. Food, family, fun, friends. It's the Dyer County Fair.
That's right. Thank you for allowing us to come into your homes. We'll see you right back tomorrow night.
Thanks again for being a part of the bigger and better Dyer County Fair. Our freedom, our farmers, our fair. We'd like to thank you for being a part of our broadcast today with Debbie Bradshaw Hart and Eric Maupin. We encourage you to see every memorable event at the Dyer County Fair, including the Demolition Derby, livestock shows, all kinds of fun for the kids. And don't forget, this year's Bigger and Better Midway featuring the Dixieland Carnival Company. Enjoy rides, games, pageants, exhibits, live music, pig races, and so much more at the 67th Annual Dyer County Fair. Tune in next time with your hosts Debbie Bradshaw Hart and Eric Maupin. And thanks for watching.